Hey everybody, how you doing? Hey, welcome to Royal Rhetoric. I'm your host, DJ Ronnie Ron, moderator. So we want to welcome you to the Conversations with Kings. As you see, all of us kings here with Ron Stop, Ron Dodge, Dorian Edwards, God's Mouthpiece, and William Stokes Quiet Storm. Yours truly, DJ Ronnie Ron. What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing?
It was good, people.
Good.
Yes, awesome. It's another Sunday, Labor Day weekend. Again, we it's the last day of the summer, so however they want to call it. But we're making it
Is it
through.
the last day?
I guess last day.
The last day of summer?
Oh,
Yep.
yeah. Technically, yeah, definitely.
That
So
sucks, man.
I know, right? Hey,
We need to go directly into winter. I don't even want the fall, man. I don't
I
even
hear
want fall. You know what fall means? Leaves
What?
falling. I don't
Leaves
want
falling.
I don't want to rake the leaves, man.
Hey, yeah, who's gonna clean up all these flowers? Yeah.
Right.
In North Carolina, fall means it's football season, baby.
Yes, it is. Football season, for sure.
Man, in fall, it means leaves. You can talk about football all you want to.
That's why I got my yard.
Hey, make sure y'all go and check out this King's music right here.
You know, Lord. It's me, stop again. Got some things in my mind, heavy in my heart. I just want to talk to you, Father.
Yes, that's right. Go and check it out. Breath Prayers, okay? Ron Stoff. There he is. And go stream his music.
Thank you for your support so far.
Oh, yeah? How's it been going? Have you got any feedback? I know I did.
You been getting feedback? That's good. Yeah, I've been getting a little bit of feedback here and there, some messages, some support. Some people are feeling it, on different platforms. So I'm excited about that.
Beautiful. All right, cool. Awesome. Well, man, look, definitely go and check it out. Go stream it. We got some more other great things coming from Culture King. So
listen, y'all. That brother there, Quiet Storm. Don't let the name fool you. He might be quiet, but the brother's been busy. He's been busy.
Hey, when I'm quiet, I'm working.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. That's what's up.
Stuff for the work. Hey, don't let Ron Stop fool you. He ain't gonna stop. He said it in the name. He ain't gonna stop. Man.
Can't stop. Won't stop.
We gonna pull him in. We got to get him in the lab and get him on a few tracks and stuff like that too. So.
Oh yeah. Fellowship of the Kings is coming, baby.
That's right.
Just know, man, when Mouthpiece is ready, I got bars.
Yes, bars. Not candy bars, but bars.
Yes. We got bars like Silk, right?
Yeah, like I keeps a fat stash in the pack. You know what I mean?
All right.
Silk wasn't platinum. I'm gonna start clowning them.
Yeah, and look, for the record.
What's up, Danny?
What's up, Danny?
What up?
Danny?
Yo, Silk is not that nice, but
all right.
So you gonna go on record? Hey,
yeah, I really want to go on record.
Hey,
Silk is not that nice.
I watched a few videos with him. Silk got some words for people who, feel that way about him. You know what I'm saying? He stands his ground.
All right. Hey, all right, y'all. Hey, let's get right into it, Kings. Yeah. All right. Hey, we're going to talk about Tyler Perry becoming a billionaire and knowing your worth. All money ain't good money. And also another hot topic, diversity training and division. Okay. So, man, so you all spread the word. If any comments or questions, hey, you would definitely post them and we'll get to them as well. So, spread the word and share this out with everyone that you know. Okay. So, first up, we're talking about Tyler Perry becoming a billionaire. Man, congratulations to that brother.
Big up.
Yo, one on that.
Yeah.
For real.
Very
Tyler was already a billionaire with his hands and so much, and with everything he was doing, I thought he was a billionaire already. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, well, we know he steadily works, right? Hey, that's the only way that you're going to get there. So again, you got to be working. You know what I'm saying? The diligent hand maketh rich, as Proverbs 10:4 says.
Spit that scripture, Ron.
Yeah, man. Hey. Folks say that they want to be rich. They want, all right, well, are you going to put in the success or no, put in the work to get to be rich? And then what are you going to do with it?
You know what happens? What's happening with Tyler does not surprise me at all. I remember my first time watching the Madea plays on VHS. You know?
Right.
Wow.
And I looked at it and I said, yo, this guy's got $1 million marketable character with Madea. I just saw it. I was like, he could take this character mainstream because I don't know about y'all, but I had the VHS for like probably a couple of months before I even ever watched. Someone gave it to me. I was like, all right, I'll watch it to play. Then I was like, this was actually entertaining. You know what I'm saying? I was like, he got something here. So to see him go from that level and to get where he's at now, and he kind of understood the whole process. Like he wasn't even bitter with the bootlegging. He was like, it was a gift and a curse. He was like, because it's putting his name in more people's mouth, is putting his gift in people's households. He's getting exposure. He said he'd rather you pay for it, don't get it wrong. But you know, so you have to take the good with the bad with that, man.
That's
so I
good,
thought that was a very mature stance with that.
Yeah,
that's real good.
Was free marketing for him. Marketing, you know what I'm saying? He could have just chalked that off as his marketing budget.
Right.
Get bootleg. That's how I saw my first one on bootleg.
Hey, you know, Will, that's a good point you just made because that's a way of seeing the glass half empty or half full. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
I mean, so yeah. Also, hey, Dorian, yeah, man. What you want to say about it, bro?
Bro, oh wow, that's right, man. When he was living in his car.
That's right, Danny. That's right. Yep, perseverance.
Oh man, Tyler Perry, he got stats. So like being a Knicks player, Amari Stoudemire was on the team, and we called him Stat because he filled up the stat book. Tyler Perry, 22 feature films, over 24 stage plays, 1,200 television episodes. He owns everything that he creates.
Wow.
Atlanta-based creative also owns a 300-acre studio in the city.
The largest studio in America, right?
The largest studio.
Wow.
Now, remember that with that studio, I don't know if you're going to go there, the studio was on like a former Confederate.
Correct.
Confederate Army base.
Confederate Army base. So like I mean, like we talk like if we were in church, we would say that the man of God has many accolades, so forth and so on. You go on and on and on, but it just shows like the pursuit of purpose and passion. Like Danny said, when imagine someone that told him, if he would have listened to what somebody told him when he was in his car 20 years ago, it's all about directive. You know, like what is it that you want to do, and how bad do you want it? DJ Ron, you said a lot that you know it's either what you want to do or it's an expensive hobby.
Right. Yeah. Right. Either you have a business or you have an expensive hobby.
You got an expensive hobby, and so Tyler has taken a stance to show everybody, you know, like a billionaire status is nothing to a person that worked hard that really got focused.
That's good.
Like, we all got the ability. It's just about and that says everything from us. You know, Will and I, we were talking earlier about we many of us have the A to B mentality. You know, A is our starting point, B is our destination. But when B is the ending point, and we don't even know what we're going to do when we get to B. Yeah. Some of us have been in B for so long, you don't even know how much you can go further than that because like you enjoy like the B level.
Enjoy B. Don't know it's an XYZ out there. You know,
right? You don't even know.
Yeah.
Tyler exhausted, man. I mean, because like, look, before Tyler, it was Oprah. We was like, yo, he got Oprah bread. He bypassed even her.
Yeah.
He bypassed even her, man. Salute to the king, man. Tyler Perry.
Yes,
in a dress, no less.
In a dress.
In a dress, no less. You see how I put a bar in there? That's just for all you rappers out there. I'm not.
That was off the dome, right?
Yeah, that was just off the dome. That was just fresh.
And for those who may have a problem with that, with him being a dress or whatever, that man making money, feeding his family, doing what he has to do. Okay, you know, all the moral compass about it. Well, that's another issue, but shout out to him. You know. It's entertainment, huh?
Hey,
And you can't discount that he provided jobs for other people that look like him.
Oh,
there you go.
Roger P. Henson said she got her biggest check from Tyler Perry.
Wow.
She had been in the industry for a while,
That's king status.
They were paying her worth, y'all, her value. Tyler paid her value, and once he paid her that, she's a union worker. Once you get paid your proper value, you can never make less than that again.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So he set her up. He set her up.
Wow, man, that's awesome, man.
That's kingly move right there,
man. Salute. And
Salute, man.
Yo, Tyler, man, if you listening or if any of your people hear this, I got a multi-million-dollar idea, man. You know what I'm saying? I got some stuff written. Because the streets is talking, man. They talking about some of the newer stuff. And when I'm looking on blogs, and this ain't no shade in any way. As I'm looking on blogs, they was like, well, why don't he hire some writers, man? Like some of the material is redundant and predictable. So I'm just letting Tyler Perry know that I'm available. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Will, he says he's looking for creative like you.
Yeah. You can use a creative like me, and I can use a female. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I just want to say that. I want to put that out there in the atmosphere. But on another serious note, because that was serious too. Yeah. Salute. Yeah, I mean, I'm proud of what he did, man. I've been following his career for years. You feel some type of way about the Madea character with the dress or whatever. When you're looking at it from a Christian perspective, but when you look at the level of influence that he had, man, and
right,
and he did right by our people is what I can say about him. He put in the work.
Mm-hmm.
I watched a lot of his interviews. I mean, I know he had behind the scenes, he had to just persevere through a lot. Even once he was making money,
right?
You know what I'm saying? And I remember watching one interview was coming to me now. It's like he was just, I'm thinking he probably had a couple $100 million, but in some circles, like nobody even knew who Tyler Perry was. Some of our white counterparts, like when he was in the room, they didn't even know who he was. But for us as a people, like he was the man. He was a household name. So I just want to commend them for what he did for the culture, achieving that status. But like I told y'all earlier, I thought he'd been a billionaire. You know what I'm saying? Because all of the things that he has his hands in, he owns all of his own work. He has the biggest studio, in the world, right? Is it the world?
No, it's just the United States.
In the United States. So he has the biggest studio. All of the stuff that he's been doing, all of the jobs that he supplied, I thought he would have been at a billionaire status. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
Yeah, but I mean, we got to give the man his props, man. Give him his flowers while he's here.
Exactly. Yes.
From coach,
and they can also say that he's probably paying people.
He's paying,
right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you saying he probably should have been a billionaire. Maybe had he went a greedier route. Yeah, but
that's a great point.
If you're doing right by people, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna get blessed down the road anyhow.
Correct.
And
some people want that up front.
right. And just remember too, Will, you mentioned his circle or his level of influence. He didn't start with a level. He started at nothing. He created his own circle.
Right.
So because he mentions that his parents didn't know anything about business. He didn't have mentors in this. And so he continued to work, and everything that he learned in progress. I mean, because he did that, doors began to open, and then he began to rub shoulders with people who could help him. And so, but then he brought that back. And I'm just really proud of that, man, because like as creatives, like-minded individuals, kings, women, children, one of the things that we constantly are told within our tribe is, and also in our village is that we bring along those people that have helped us. And when Ron Stop, you mentioned about Taraji getting her biggest check from Tyler, and he set her pay scale. We all can do that within our circle and our levels of influence.
Right.
It's bringing people along and setting them up. It costs us what if it costs us no more than 45 minutes to not just tell somebody, but to show them how, we just created the next ripple effect that's going to change another generation or so.
Right.
And so those are all good principles that we can all live by. It's just helping somebody because somebody else helped us.
Right.
And that's the king way of doing it, y'all. Hey, you know what I'm saying? What's up, Big Los? Hey, what's going on, bro? Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, because when he was talking about the influence, I thought you was gonna go to the beginning. I think about that scripture where it says, "Despise not small beginnings."
Correct.
But he was talking about like his first show, to where he basically, I think he took all of his tax return money or bonus money or whatever, and he put in the marketing and promotion of the show. And he said like maybe 12 people showed up, and he was able to recognize all of them. You know what I'm saying? And this was in this big venue that he rented out. But like he didn't let that, and he did that like every year, year after year after year. But what he said was each show in that in the audience was a connection.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we can take that same principle and things that we do. I mean, I know doing Christian hip hop, man, we've been to some stuff, man, to where, you know, we basically perform for ourselves.
Yeah, it would be like 4 people.
It'd be like,
and 2 of them asleep.
Yeah,
2 of them asleep.
2 of them asleep. Playing before 2 of them asleep.
Yeah, one had to play the sound. We doing
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Hey, Carlos brings up a point here. So, do you think he if he never dressed up as a woman, just did a regular male character, would it have been this big? And
probably not.
Probably not.
Probably not.
Well, maybe not. But he could have, like, because I think it could have, man. Well, I'll put it to you like this: there's a Medea is a real woman. There's a bunch of real Medea.
Yeah, I mean,
so he could have got some Medea to play that character, and the character itself could have still did what it did. You know what I'm saying? Because I know some Medeas. I got some in my family. So they are real people.
I was going to get to that time. Yeah.
You got Brown.
You got Brown. Yeah.
I think it would have, man. I mean, I don't think he necessarily had to put the dress on, but you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It's by far. I think that Carlos just brings up that point because it's controversial, because we see the demasculinity of a lot of characters from within our heroes, especially within comedies. You see a man put on a dress, and then you have the other ones that'll be like, "Yo, I'm not going to do that." But you know, Will's point though brings up a lot, because like the Medea is she's a lot of everybody. You know, whether it's your aunt, your sister, your mom, the lady across the road or across the street. The wino that's in the public site that everybody knows, like she's a combination of everybody, and
to touch people's hearts,
right?
Man, wow. So
it's just it's not
yeah, I agree.
Yeah, big mama. But I think I know that the controversy in itself kind of like strikes it touches the heart, you know, for men, but I'm not gonna knock his hustle.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, he circled the block in that dress and was able to get on 40.
Right.
Like most people been on the block and they ain't got off the block yet. Like he circled the block in that dress.
Wow.
I assure you, when he walks into the bank, they call him
like,
Mr. Perry.
Mr. Perry. Yeah.
Right. Right. Exactly.
That's a whole fact. That's a whole fact.
Again, hey, this is Culture Kings. If you want to join in on the conversation or so, feel free. Well, thank those who have joined us so far. All right. Hey, okay. Yeah. Hey, I don't know who you are or so, but hey, God bless you though.
For sure. We just see Facebook users.
Yeah. Hey, well, okay. But definitely, hey, you know, we're talking about Tyler Perry right now. We have some other subjects that we're going to talk about, but yeah. Oh, yes. You know what? Hey, Danny brings up a good point, because he was going to do it. Yeah, Geraldine.
Flip was the owner as well. You know,
that's
so
right.
Like, is there a pattern here? Because he was the owner.
He was the owner, right?
One of the first.
Right.
I'm going to own my show.
There you go. Which shows again, guys, if you all are watching, you need to own your material. You know what I'm saying? There's power in ownership. Okay. Again, there's power in ownership. Oh, Jerome, hey man,
Jerome. Okay.
That's good, Jerome.
I'm in wrong.
Yeah.
Wrong.
yeah, man. Not sure why it's coming across like that too, but cool. But yeah, appreciate you tuning in. Yes. But yeah,
I was going to say, well, I think what Los was alluding to is the conspiracy theory out there that in Hollywood, especially with black men, in order to get to a certain level and to be successful,
you got to put on a dress.
Demasculate. That's
emasculate the man or something like that.
Yeah. And basically, they're gonna make you put on a dress in order for you to be successful.
Right.
Yeah. I thought I could get that word out. My tongue wouldn't let
It happens to the best of us.
It does. It does.
Lo says, would you all dress up in dress for a character if the check is good? Huh.
Hey, yo, you know, if you want the answer to that, when we do Patreon in a couple of weeks, you'll find out some more about that.
There you go.
15 bucks, anybody. We got all the insider trade secrets that you want to know. Holler at us.
There you go.
Holler at us.
Yeah. I think Carl talking about that sundress. I know he had put in one of his jokes or something. Yeah, because he had to play football in one time. He said. Okay, there you go, Jerome. All right, yes, sir. So okay, so again, hey, you all are done with that. With Tyler Perry. Shout outs to him. Congratulations.
Salute, King.
Salute King, doing King work. So hey, you all can do the same thing. You just got to put your mind to it. So this goes into our segment to where we talk about for is branding. Okay, I mean basically knowing your worth. Right. All right. No, and Tyler Perry knew his worth. You know what I'm saying? All money ain't good money. Okay. But knowing your worth. And so look at where he is. And when you know your worth, you won't be derailed from the distractions that may come to you.
Yeah. So the crazy thing, well, it's not even crazy. It's just that earlier we talked about the bootleg, and in hip hop, bootleg was considered to be like the ultimate diss.
Right.
And as opposed to you actually we all
yeah.
So the ultimate diss in regards to a bootleg is that instead of you paying me, that you're gonna actually take my material and sell it and benefit from that. And
Jay-Z stab a guy over that?
Yo, son, it was a lot. Like Tupac did it, Big did it, EPMD. I mean, like the Wu-Tang did it. Like everybody had like a bootleg, and of course, like the ultimate bootleg is a mixtape. And Tyler Perry's all of these films, especially early with the Madea situation, it was the ultimate bootleg. It was the ultimate mixtape. If you didn't have, especially the one where Brown was praying, the devil thought he had me, oh, but yo, like that, you couldn't go anywhere without somebody saying like, yo, have you seen this particular part?
Yep.
And they would be like, I'd be like, nah, I ain't seen it. Like, yo, check this out. And it was basically in the church circle. It was in the church circle.
Bootlegging in the church.
Bootlegging in the church. You know what I mean? And so,
and in Jesus' name.
For him to do it. He said, "Won't he do it?"
Yes, he done did
it. So, like the avenue on keeping that of keeping that focus of like actually knowing his worth, it was just like, okay, if you're gonna bootleg it, let me get better quality. I'm gonna make it so that even the bootleg gonna look good. Like he did it so flawlessly, yo. Like you can't. You
might have linked them to the bootleg.
He might have linked them up. I mean, like, yo, you know what? That might be your next hustle, bro. It's like, look, you know what? This whole this new studio is straight bootleg. Let me own it. Let me own the bootleg, and then I'll distribute it. But like,
you can look at the bootleg though. For him, it was basically marketing and promotion.
Yeah,
right. He didn't really need a marketing and promotion budget. He had to purchase for it.
Yeah, he built up a grassroots audience. So then by the time he got prime time, he had already a fan base to market his legitimate stuff too. It was just like, bam. By the time he go to the big screen, like, bam, oh yo, that's my man. I used to get all his tapes at the barbershop.
All of them at the barbershop. All of them at the church cookout.
Yep. I like what Master P had said when he had shirts and stuff made. He went and put some of them on the homeless folks.
On the homeless, I saw that. I said, wow.
I was like, what?
But check me out. So his value, he didn't have to talk about his value. It was the people who saw the show. The people who had the material was like, yo, this is good stuff. I will go out and support this. I will go out and watch this movie. I will go out and watch this television show.
Right.
Because like the content in itself was enough to say that it's valuable to us. It was exclusively for those people who were fans. We call them stands now. I stand for Tyler. You know what I mean? In anything that he puts out.
Right.
And like Will alluded to earlier, like we know how all the movies gonna come out anyway. It's just like it looks better. It looks better. It just looks better.
Well, when you build a consistency of excellence, then that's what people expect coming from you. All right. So it's like, yeah, anything you put out, they'll automatically get it because it's like, oh yeah, I know it's going to be good. All right. And that's where you either as an artist or as an entrepreneur, if you're in business, put out good content because a good product will sell on its own.
Right.
Hey, man. And if you missed the mark too on one or two, your fans will be forgiven. You know what I'm saying? They're like, okay, well, I ain't really like that one, but let's see what he's going to do next. You know what I'm saying? You still get that same hype and anticipation when the next will drop.
Right, exactly.
Even his influence of getting like the big star, like a Janet Jackson.
Yeah.
And a Jill Scott. You get a Janet Jackson, a Jill Scott. You
culture relevation.
Yeah, so it's like yo, they recognized that he was good money.
Right.
They knew his worth. They knew it enough to be like, yeah, I'll sign on. Even if like the roles were like, I think that Jill Scott definitely maximized that moment.
Yeah.
But like because like she was off the roof after the what was that? What was the movie?
Why Did I Get Married?
Yeah, Why Did I Get Married?
Yeah, Why Did I Get Married to? Yeah.
But like the Lowe's, man, yo, you was killing it right now.
Hey, that's what I was saying to Tyler earlier. Like the streets is talking, man. On some of the talking. You need, hey, throw me on this writing team, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
so like
what we're talking about.
But he definitely stepped in the vein with what the have and have nots. That's him too, right?
Yeah.
So that's the soap opera, and he did it at night.
It is.
Hey.
He did it at night.
Yeah,
he did it at night.
That's what I was saying. I'm like, yo, he had to have been a billionaire a long time ago because all of the stuff that I'm seeing is like he got it locked. And my mindset was like, when I heard the news that he's a billionaire, I'm like, I thought he was a billionaire like 10 years ago because he had all of these movies, smash hits. He got TV shows. He got his network. So now another question is like, what does it take to become a billionaire? Like, how many things do you have to have going, man, to get to that status,
Well, definitely multiple streams of income. Well, yeah, go ahead.
Obviously a lot.
Yeah.
I think that should be a lesson for people, because we see he's put in a lot of work.
Yeah.
And so for him just now to cross that threshold of being a billionaire,
right?
You need to look at the work that you need. Now, if you haven't even got started yet, you know what I'm saying? So think about if you haven't even got started yet.
Right.
Now, Brian says overhead. So I guess is it less overhead or what?
Less overhead because he was doing a lot of stuff himself. Yeah, he wasn't going to the big studios, whatever. But I think he did it without debt.
That's true.
Yeah, so that counts. If you own everything, you're paying for everything too. So
right.
Yeah.
There you go. You know what I'm saying? So,
and he's paying himself.
Yeah.
I mean, he's paying himself. Like, I mean, if he pays out for distribution, then the viewership that he gets from a show pays him back for what he probably.
There you go.
He did own 360.
He did his own 360.
360 deal ever.
All right. Like, he's paying himself.
Yeah.
And
That's
just
all.
thinking back on the whole bootleg thing again, it's in retrospect, it was genius because now you look when he came back to the stage, like people were paying up $200 to go to his live show.
Correct.
Like
Really?
the
Wow.
Farewell tour sells out everywhere it goes now. So it's like he took a loss on the front end, but he's getting all of that back on the back end now.
Correct.
Which goes to show you again, everything requires a sacrifice. So if you're in business, whatever it is that you're doing, okay, you're going to lose some money. That's just a part of it. Okay, but be diligent, just like he was. All right, and again, it's going to come back to you and even more. But you got to be diligent in your business. Okay, yeah, he could shoot a movie on.
Oh yeah, man! Like, and his turnaround, like he don't play around with that. I mean, like, and if that's not an exaggeration, I would say that it's probably it might be 2 or 3 days more than 11. It might take him 2 weeks to do.
What was that?
I mean,
it's about that time. I watched the interview. He said that by him having his own studio and not have to answer to nobody. When you working with somebody else, you can sit in there and they be like, "Nah, I want you to edit this out, do this." He makes all the executive decisions.
Right.
So he said it's a wrap. There's no one above him to say, "Well, it's a wrap. It's ready to go."
So how do we relate this to knowing your worth? You know what I'm saying? And all money ain't good money.
But that's it, because like he and knowing his worth, he doesn't have to answer to anybody, and I think that's the ultimate goal. But for every person, it is to be able to get to a point where you don't have. Everybody don't want to work. Everybody don't want to have to go in 9 to 5, 40 hours a week, 60 hours a week. Like, the ultimate goal is to do it yourself. And he knew his own work to be able to be like, look, it's to the point now where we can turn him out in 11 days, get this bread back to reinvest, to do something else. It really is it is the master class on knowing your worth.
Right. Okay, gotcha. Hey, I hear some noise in the background of that. So again, hey, this is Culture Kings. If you all want to join in on a conversation, so yes, knowing your worth and giving you examples out. Again, Tyler Perry knew his worth, and of course, now everybody's going to have to answer to somebody, because Tyler, he may answer to his fans. All right, it's like, okay, hey, look, hey, I want to if they're not feeling this movie, it's like, okay, well, now, or they're not feeling this here, they'll definitely let them know about it. So just like, again, we all answer to somebody, but we may not go and punch a clock or so as entrepreneurs. But again, we have guidelines too at the same time.
That's true.
Now the movie might not be that good, but hey, he still put it exactly. Yeah. I mean, failure is hard.
Man. I enjoyed it.
It's a pretty good movie, man.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Yeah, they filled out some stuff as far as in the editing, while the headpieces, of wardrobe or whatever. But I kind of like the story, man.
That's good, Daddy. Wow.
Well,
see, it goes back to subjective too. You know what I'm saying? Some, he's not going to please everybody. Just like we all can't please everybody.
Because I can tell you that probably the last movie that I watched of Tyler Perry's was like the one with Jill Scott and Janet Jackson. After that, I'm done. Like, it was just like, it doesn't appeal to me. But I don't. It as Common said, I'm not hating. I don't like it. That don't mean that I'm hating. It's just not a thing for me. It's just not a thing for me. Yeah. But I know who he is.
Right. I respect his work.
Right.
It just wasn't appealing to you. It lost flavor for you, and that's cool.
Yeah, that's for
but
sure.
I like the storyline of Good Deeds, and he wasn't.
Good Deeds. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He played. He played a man. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
he had a nice cast in that too.
I like the other one. What? Acrimony?
Oh yeah, with
Taraji P. Yeah. That was a good storyline to me. I felt. I mean, but again, some folks not gonna like it. Some may like it, but that doesn't cause you to quit, though. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
And that's where I was gonna go. When you talking about Rod, the fact that he found his gift and he kept on working the gift, even when he was living in his car, he knew his work. You know what I'm saying? He like, okay, I'm living in a car now, but I know I got this gift, and if I keep working this gift, I'm gonna keep coming up. I know the beginning right now where I'm at, this is not who I am. Like, this is not my end. You know what I'm saying? I think he had a vision. It's like in the word, it says we're God's masterpiece. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And look, I caught that, and I wasn't gonna say nothing. I was just like, I was like, yo, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Y'all know what I think, though.
Hey, Ron, was you a Dorian? When we talking about, who gave the example with Master P and said all money?
Yeah. That was the,
That was Ron.
Yeah, in which Dorian alluded to it. He's saying Tyler gave us a master class on knowing your worth that can take us right into Master P. He put out 23 records in '98. I didn't even know that.
23 records.
23 records, and they went gold and platinum.
Yep. Look, if anybody knew anything about Master P, it was me because I hated Tuesdays. I had a homeboy. Actually, I saw him on Saturday, man. Here in Greensboro, you would go to Willie's on Tuesday because that was when all of the new albums would come out on Tuesday. Every Tuesday, No Limit had a CD, and this joker had a No Limit CD. And so it felt like 27 summers, to be honest. Not just 22 weeks. It was like that No Limit stuff. I mean, the big gold font, the chains, the diamonds. You saw that
was off the chain.
Yeah,
dude.
Cartoon like
cartoon like son, like the jump was, even when it was in the Source magazine, it looked like it didn't belong. I was just like, yo, like it's everywhere. What's that cartoon? Savoir Faire is everywhere.
Oh, I don't know about that.
But like that was on Tennessee Tuxedo. Ron, don't act like you don't know that. That's an old cartoon.
Yeah.
DJ Ron, you older than all of us. You know Tennessee Tuxedo. Anyway.
I must never liked it. That's right.
Yeah. Oh, okay. There you go. You knew your worth. Good for you. But I knew that it was. You said it was 47 days in the summer that he put out Golden. It was a 98.
23 records. They went gold and platinum. He owned all the masters. All the money came back to him.
Mike said he had every No.
And people was telling him that you can't do this, it won't work, you can't put out this much music, but they was the most lucrative record label at that time.
Yep.
Killing it.
And then Ron, tell the story though again, what you said earlier offline that Master P said.
Which line?
Said the drug dealers.
He was shooting out. I got the hook up, and I think it was like some Russian drug dealers down in New Orleans approached the set, popped the trunk. They had guns. They had the goons. Showed them $1 million and said they wanted in on No Limit. And he was like, nah, I can't do that. I can't mix my business with your business. And they was kind of shook because they didn't know how that scenario was going to work out. But they respected P and backed off. And like I said, a few years later, that whole little crime family got busted. So had he taken that deal, because it's not, you can say it's not easy to walk away from $1 million cash.
Man.
With guns suggesting that this is a deal you need to take. You know what I'm saying? But
he said it with a suggestion.
Wow.
But
all money ain't good money.
To understand that your worth and your value and what you're building, it was like, I can't mix that with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying, if you watch our documentary, he's like, I'm trying to get these brothers off the streets and away from that. And so if I tie into that, you know what I'm saying, and I'm the leader, I'm the colonel, as he called himself, and how does that look for my troops? If I get them entangled back up in all this again.
Yeah, gotcha. Hey, I'm hearing some feedback. Somebody has so I don't know. But again, knowing your worth and knowing again, all money is not good money. There's plenty of money out there for you as a person. Again, just go get it. Just find that hustle or that strategy, whatever it is, legal strategy. And again, make sure you clarify that. You know what I'm saying? And just work it. Work that thing. You definitely have to work it, because if not, you can't skip the process.
Right.
Mm.
But it gets discouraging.
It does.
Yeah.
You know, because you have this ideal, or you have this concept that success is so instant. You know what I'm saying? And so even when you're doing a good thing, and even if you got the quality and you dotting the I's, crossing the T's, if you're not seeing that results, it's easy to question your choices. Especially when people around you are not that's questioning your choices too. You know, I can just deal with some of us, you know, for some of us, it could just be your spouse. Like Ron, you mentioned between it being, you know, your purpose or expensive hobby. Your spouse will start letting you know some stuff about what you're doing, whether or not it's a hobby or is this really a career goal? Like, you know,
right.
You spending a lot of time and money in this, and it's not really coming back in. You might need to find a cheaper thing to do with your time.
That is right. Well said. Hey, go ahead, Dory.
Well, just piggybacking off of that, all money ain't good money. You know, within our circles, like money is my man, and so like all the people that's in your circle ain't good for you, especially when you're trying to move on purpose. You know, we say it a lot. It's like, look, you know, you can't tell everybody your business, and so as especially now as we're starting to navigate, like the moving in silence thing is starting to become more than just like a popular trend. It is now it's a mindset. We stop and talking about what we're gonna do. Next thing you know, you see a t-shirt pop off. Next thing you know, you see a broadcast with 4 guys on there just talking about ideas. Next thing you know, you see music coming out from somebody. Next thing you know, like we're in the midst of a pandemic and people, instead of them, they're losing jobs, instead of them being like hurt by it, they become their own food trucks. They're starting to sell money, you know, like sell food or whatever to make whatever. And so what we have now is like it's not just the financial piece of like all money ain't good money. It's also like making sure that the people in your circle don't disrupt your groove. You want to make sure that the people that's in your circle, your tribe, your village, they all have that same mindset with you.
Like Mike said, you can be prosperous with like-minded investors too. So.
Yeah, and he basically said it better than me.
It definitely have everybody on the same page that's in your circle.
Correct.
You know?
Correct.
Awesome. Yes, again, guys, hopefully, you know, we are inspiring you all out there to go after your dreams, do what you need to do. You are a king, you're a queen. So if you're watching, and put in that work. Like Tyler put in that work for 20 years consistently. Okay. He just took his idea, his passion, and just went forward. You have something within you. You go ahead on and make it happen. Okay. It is what it is. Nobody's going to give you anything for free in life. I mean, you know,
it's the saying we used to have back in the day. You got to pay the cost to be the boss.
Most definitely. Yeah.
There's no way around that.
yeah. Danny said lions can't hunt with house cats. Exactly. I like that, Danny. Okay. Bars, yeah. Hey, that's a t-shirt right there. Yeah. Hey.
Oh boy, here we go with another t-shirt.
Inspiring all y'all t-shirt manias out there.
Hey, that's what it's about, though. I mean, that was our thing, right? But every word we inspire an idea. That's what
correct.
It is. Amen. Yes, it is. Hey, that's right, Carlos. Chocolate goodness.
No, I work.
Yeah.
Go get it, Lowe's.
So check this out, though.
Go ahead.
So, because when I'm hearing this about knowing your worth, I'm mainly hearing it from a monetary perspective.
Right.
So let's speak on some other things, man, because like you can know your worth, you can be in your calling, you can be in your purpose, but that millionaire status, that 6-figure, 7-figure status, that may never come. You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't mean that you're not valuable. So we still need to. Sometimes we got to kind of take the money aspect out of it. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have what you need. You know, God is going to make sure you have everything you need. But like, if you're not gifted in such a way to where you're to fund things or to create jobs and all of this type of stuff, you know, you may never get the million.
Right.
You may inspire somebody. You may teach somebody, you know. there's so many different ways and different avenues that you can be used, and the money may never come. So I just don't want people to have the misconception about when we talk about knowing your worth. It's about like, hey, if I now, and this is not business wise, so I'm separating this from business. I'm more so thinking about purpose, because that's one thing we do want to do. Everybody's not going to be a business person.
Right.
And you may tell somebody, okay, know your worth. They might be making $10 an hour, and you telling them, hey, man, you worth more than that. And they go quit their job, making $10 an hour. Now they have nothing. In their skill level in that particular thing, that may be what it's worth. So we got to kind of sometimes take the money out of it and let people know that you're a valuable human being also. Know your worth as a human being. Like, and I say that because my mind was particularly to like maybe women or men or women who's in an abusive relationship, who's getting verbally abused, physically abused. You need to know your worth too.
Right.
Knowing that God created you and you're his workmanship. You're a precious jewel, you know. So you don't need to stay in situations to where you're not being valued. You're not being looked at the same way that your creator looks at you. You know what I'm saying?
That's good.
So you got to know your wealth on that aspect too.
Man, well said.
Throw that nugget in there.
Yeah, talk that talk, King.
That's right, King. Hey, man,
that
come on.
The royal fan. They know.
That's right. Hey, man, look here. You know, we all are made in his image. We, you know, his name is on our lives, on our brand. We are his brand. So again, whatever you do, do it with excellence. Do it as unto him, as the word says. So, and again, money. Hey, money is just a resource. Don't get caught up in money. Money is just a resource. Like Mike said, time is many times worth more than money, and time is very valuable.
All day.
Yeah.
Like this time right here.
Yes.
That I get to spend with my brothers and fellow kings, man. This is valuable to me.
Exactly.
You know, and this is worth it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's worth it to me to be on here with you guys, man.
Amen.
And another thing I was hearing what you were saying, Storm, is integrity. You know, my beloved brother Chadwick, who just passed. You know, I think about the speech he was talking about how he didn't do certain roles because of integrity. He didn't like how that was going to present black men, and so he turned down stuff in the beginning, which is in the industry probably not wise. If you're trying to work, you got to take whatever comes. But down the road, he benefited from his integrity, man. So, you know, that's another way of knowing your worth. You know, like, I won't compromise on some issues. I won't compromise on some things I believe in, you know. So I might not be making that much money, but I'm not compromising anything.
Right.
That's awesome. That
you know what I'm saying? You can look yourself in the mirror and be comfortable in with your choices, man. You know,
that goes
like when Dave Chappelle walked away. You know, people thought he was crazy, but apparently he was offered something and he was going to have to make a compromise that he wasn't going to be able to live with.
Yeah,
so he left that money on the table.
Right, and you know that's weird in Chappelle's case because he was pushing the envelope on Comedy Central. I mean, like he was pushing the envelope with all of his sketches, and it really must have been something for him to say no.
Wow,
like
that's good. That's a good observation.
Very good observation.
Because like if I mean you understand you understand your lane, and it's just like and we as fans and people who watch and observe, it's almost like, man, like the ability to be a star comes with a sacrifice that we don't understand. But from the outside,
right,
looking in, it's like, man, like, yo, like, why would you walk away from it? But what we don't understand, and kudos to Jay Black. Jay Black, he said in one of his bars, man, Jay Black said, you know, we're constantly pushing for the stars, but in reality, they really just trying to be like ours. They trying to be as normal as we are.
Right.
And so, you know, we have to put ourselves in a position to where we remember that there's just some things that we're not going to do. So why would we expect our our heroes or those people who are entertaining us to do something that's crazy too.
All right, Danny, definitely. Yeah, it goes along to again everything y'all said. You know, all money's not good money, and even from an aspect, if you are in business, because me and Dorian was talking about this for us. You know, if I'm charging X amount of dollars, and you know you come up short, you know, saying $200 or so, it's like, all right, well, let's wait till you get the extra 200. You know what I'm saying, and then we'll get to work because other than that, it's like you know, you take that person's money, but you also take the headaches that come with it too.
Right.
So it's like, okay, yeah, you know, all right. A lot of you know, a lot of customers have champagne taste, but a beer budget. And so it's just like, okay, do I want to put, deal with this foolishness now? All right. No, and again, you look at Apple products, you look at Bentleys or so, it's like, yeah, the average Joe can go in there. Yeah, they can shop around, but again, they're not coming down on their prices just to appease you.
Yeah.
You know.
That's true. Yep.
I mean,
some are not even for the employee.
Exactly. So yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Nothing is free. All right. And so we got to have that mentality, knowing your value. And again, all money is not good. All right.
And along with it, I remember Chappelle saying that his father told him in the very beginning to pick his price.
Oh wow.
Before he got started, he said, pick your price now. And so that when you get to a place they offer you something above what you're willing to pay, what you're willing to sacrifice in the deal, he said, walk away. And so that's why I don't know what it was, but they put something on the table and he was like, nah.
Wow. He said that the white riders were no longer laughing with him, but they were laughing at him. Okay, well, hey, I don't know. Hey, might be.
Yeah, I think I heard him say that in the interview. Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Man. Well, hey, obviously he must have done he's done the right thing because
he's okay. He said he still won't take that picture with OJ according to his. He won't take the cameo pic with OJ, but he all right now.
Hey, we got 8 minutes left or so. Real quick, we're gonna tell you. Hey, next week you all want to tune in to next week's show. I'm gonna have a friend of mine, Mr. Rick Uplegger, who's going to join us.
Smokey, right?
Yeah, Smokey. For all you weed heads out there, now
got 5 on it, baby.
Got dope man. No,
that's me.
Hey, we're gonna be talking about marijuana. You know what I'm saying? Marijuana. You know what I mean? Hey, the legal. The legal, CBD oil. Now again, we're not encouraging y'all to sell it now. All right, now and again, we encourage y'all to smoke it, but it's becoming legal. It was legal in many states and some recreational, some medicinal purposes. But he's going to talk to us because he actually sells it as well for its saving people's lives and I mean that's become a big profitable business. So so for those may have questions or whatever, it's going to be an interesting topic next week. And I'm looking forward to learning. All right, so make sure you have your face in the place here. But going back to like I say, next week is going to be awesome. Knowing your worth. All right, knowing your worth. Shout out to Tyler Perry and others, Dave Chappelle, Master P. Also go check out Rough Riders Chronicles too. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, big shot.
The binge that tonight.
Yeah.
Hey,
so,
where can you find it?
BET.
The app, or just BET itself. Okay. All right. Well, cool. Definitely.
Well, you know what though? Real quick. I don't know how many Disney Plus subscribers. Not that we're like highlighting anything, but it was Tyler Perry's ability to promote people that look like him behind the camera is a huge issue with production and diversity. So with the movie Milan, that's on Disney Plus. They were on the face value. It was all about having people of Asian descent on the screen. but they didn't have them behind the camera.
Wow.
And so it's also a big deal. What Tyler Perry done to make sure that Black people were also behind the camera. So like, you know, like when your writing staff and the stars of the show are really big, but then you also have like the production crew and the boom people, like all of those people also are people who look like him too, who may not have a foothold in the industry. Tyler did something that is it's record breaking. It is the masterclass. It's not just putting Black people on the screen. It's also putting Black people at the writer's table again, and also behind the camera. Oprah Winfrey said this. She says that I'm just a representation of the people who work for me.
That's a good statement. Powerful statement.
So if Tyler Perry is doing what he's doing, the people who are behind the camera are also there's some reciprocity in that act. They're also representing him. So
you say we definitely need a lot of diversity training in division as well. Well, pretty much diversity training in a lot of areas also.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
Yeah, you got to open up opportunities. You know, it's not like we couldn't do these things. We just didn't have the opportunities. You know, so as you guys said before, if you get in position of power and influence, then you have to reach back and pull other people up and give them that opportunity as well. You know,
right?
Gotcha. Well, hey, you know, we are in America, and we are diverse, so we need to celebrate each and every one of us, and still know your worth. You know what I'm saying? We're all valuable. Everyone is valuable out there. Right. So cool. All right. Well, look, we're about to wrap things up. So I want to thank y'all so much for joining us. On Culture Kings, the Royal Rhetoric, we got some great things planned for you all. And Dorian, you mentioned about the Patreon earlier.
Yeah. So if you want to know if the Kings are wearing dresses,
I can tell you right there.
Yeah, all right. Yeah.
If you want to know that we got business opportunities for you, if you think that water really can become ice, when we launch this Patreon, you log on.
Yes.
Who knows? We might have a T-shirt idea for you.
Hey, we'll put a dress on, not in front of us.
Hey, Will, Sister T said you might have to discuss that with her first, depending on how much money on the table.
I know, right?
You better go put that dress on.
Hey, look, we want y'all to join us also on YouTube as well. All right, go subscribe to our page, Culture Kings, as well as our Facebook page, Culture Kings. Go and join us on there. I believe we're on Twitter.
Yo, follow me on Twitter, man. We're on Spotify. We on Instagram. We on all your social media platforms. You can find us everywhere. We're gonna put a T-shirt on you.
Hey, that's a slogan right there. Yes. Yes, Culture Kings, Royal Rhetoric. Follow us, okay? Go subscribe to all our platforms so that we can connect with you out there. And man, we're looking forward to the future. We know football season is coming up. And next week? Go Dolphins! But I don't know if I see them or not. But I know we got a Cowboy representing. But hey, it's all good.
Hey, man.
You outnumbered here.
This is the only place I'm outnumbered.
Yeah. 3 Dolphins and a Cowboy. Yeah.
Boy.
Only God can put this combination together right here, man.
Sure.
Yeah. Yes, but all right. Well, hey, look, God bless y'all. Thank y'all so much. No, we don't care about them 49ers fans, okay? Yes. Don't forget to go stream. All right, go stream Breath Prayers, okay? Go and support for sure.
Lord. Stop again. Just some things in my mind. Heavy in my heart. I just want to talk to you, Father.
Yes, all right. Hey, breath prayers for sure. Okay. Yes, you know it, and still undefeated. Yes, sir. Yes.
Daddy,
All
you
right, Mike.
wild, man.
Oh wow.
But he's a Steelers fan, so they ain't been to Super Bowl in a while. So
Hey, that's the only way they don't get another championship.
yeah.
Steelers.
They got the Steelers. Yes. All
It's
right.
officially football season trash talk time. Huh?
Yes. Yeah. Yes,
But
for
we
sure.
know that we know that the Dolphin fan bus is really empty right now. But so we are selling a lot of prune juice and milk of magnesia in the back. So come on in, join us. We'll clean you out.
We gonna keep
All right. Well, hey, y'all have a blessed one. Hey, oh no, let's do our last words. Hey, go ahead, Dorian.
Ephesians 3 and 20:21. Now to him who is able to do exceeding abundant above all that we can ask or think, according to the power that worketh in us. We salute y'all for Miami Minnows. We salute y'all for joining in with us, man. Continue to just keep us lifted, and thanks for supporting.
All right. All right. Go ahead, Quiet Storm.
Oh man, hey, he just dropped the mic on that one, but I will just say, know your worth, despise not small beginning, keep pursuing your purpose. Everybody has a high call in a specific area, so don't compare yourself to anybody else. And I know I took part of running wrong, but yeah,
All right.
just keep pushing with passion.
Yeah, hey, it's all good. Go ahead, Rod. Stop.
Hey, like I told you before, remember your voice is powerful. Use your platforms and don't be quiet. Let nobody muzzle you, because when the lions roar, the entire jungle's on notice.
Don't know.
Write that down. Oh yes. Hey, remember, you matter in the kingdom of God. So don't compare yourself or your ministry to anyone else. Just do what God's called you to do, and you'll be just fine. All right. God bless you. We'll see you. Hey, don't forget, hey, Matt. LES Matt and Tournament for sure. All right. A music industry makeover Matt and Tournament. So make sure you get with us for sure.